So, guys, we all know that the daughter of Jacob Zuma, Duduzile Zuma, recently resigned from being the member of parliament. This is after her half sister exposed her to playing the key role in a mission that sent 17 people to Russia. And today, as we speak, those 17 people are stuck in a conflict zone, and they have been begging the South African government to help them to come back home. So Duduzile Zuma, in her own defense, she says that I'm a victim too. I was manipulated. Duduzile Zuma told the authorities that she was contacted by this gentleman that is called Blessings Khosa on WhatsApp, and she says that she has never met this person before. And this person told her about this program in Russia. And without doing any investigations about who this person is, Duduzile Zuma, for some reason, decided to go to Russia to see this program by herself. And she came back and said that, okay, I did not see anything suspicious, and that's why she started to tell people about this program. I don't believe her. I don't believe that Duduzile Zuma does not know who this person is. And I've been saying ever since this story broke that the only reason why Duduzile Zuma resigned is because they didn't want this story to now get to Jacob Zuma. There's absolutely no way that Duduzile Zuma can do something like this without the knowledge of Jacob Zuma. At that one, I am willing to bet everything that Jacob Zuma was there in the mix and Duduzile Zuma had to resign so that Jacob Zuma can be spared. So I want us to start with this article because there is something that was said by the original owner of the MK party, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo. But before we get to that, guys, let me just remind you quickly of what happened. The daughter of former South African President Jacob Zuma has resigned as the member of parliament following allegations that she tricked 17 men to fight for Russia as mercenaries in Ukraine. Duduzile Zuma, who became the member of parliament for the main opposition party, Umkhonto weSizwe Party, last year, has said in an affidavit that she thought the men were going to Russia for lawful training. MK Party says it was her decision to resign as she wants to focus her efforts on ensuring the return of those trapped in Russia-Ukraine war. But guys, to be honest, this whole thing does not make sense. Duduzile Zuma was still the member of parliament when she allegedly helped these people to go to Russia. Why does she need to resign when she has to help these people to come back home? I think Duduzile Zuma resigning, man, it's an admission of guilt. The brother of one of the men who has been sending desperate voice notes about his situation has told the BBC that the family want accountability and his safe return. Quote, "Things you see in the movies, we are seeing it live," the 40-year-old man said in one of the messages shared with the BBC by his family about the horrors that they were being subjected to in Ukraine. The BBC is withholding his identity for his safety and has called him Sipho and his brother, who is a South African, trying to help secure his return. Quote, "He is living in fear because he doesn't know what the future holds or what will happen to him when the night approaches because they are always in a war zone," said Xolani, adding that the resignation of Duduzile Zuma, whose father now leads the MK party, means nothing to the family. Of course, it means nothing to the family. Quote, "She's just trying to save the reputation of her father's political party. The families want accountability and the return of the men who were tricked into fighting for Russia." I mean, Duduzile Zuma said that. Okay, I didn't know that these people were going to be sent to fight in a Russia and Ukraine war because I got there, they gave me the training, nothing happened. Duduzile Zuma, I don't know if she was trying to be ignorant or she was trying to be, I don't know. But why would anybody send the daughter of the former president into a war zone? Of course, they are not going to do that. If the daughter of the former president comes, they are only going to show her a couple of things that are okay for them to show to her. But they will be expecting this woman to now use her own contacts to rally people to come into this program where people will actually be sent into a conflict zone. So for Duduzile Zuma to say that, no, I didn't know that these people were going to be sent into a conflict zone because I was not sent into a conflict zone. It is a nonsensical argument because nobody in their right mind will send the daughter of the former president into a war zone. Nobody would actually do that. The BBC has heard voice notes that Sipho sent in which he says he was recruited by two people, one of them being Duduzile Zuma. Quote, they even bought us flight tickets to get to Russia. Sipho said in one of the voice notes, Duduzile Zuma has denied intentionally misleading anybody and says she is profoundly shocked, adding that she herself is a victim of deception and manipulation. Xolani says that his brother left South Africa on the 8th of July, thinking he was going to be trained as the bodyguard for the MK party. The party has distanced itself from the controversy. Quote, the national officials have accepted Comrade Duduzile Zuma's decision to resign and support her effort to ensure that these young South Africans are brought back to their families. Formed in 2023, the MK party is named after the now defunct military wing of the governing of the African National Congress when it was fighting the apartheid regime. The ex-president Jacob Zuma was a long-standing member of the ANC before breaking away to form the MK party to contest the last year parliamentary elections after a massive fallout with his successor, President Cyril Ramaphosa. Okay, that one has nothing to do with the story that we are currently doing. So now, guys, you remember this guy? You remember this gentleman, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo. This is a guy that has, time and time again, claimed that Jacob Zuma and Duduzile Zuma stole the MK party from him. And this guy, I don't remember even how many times he took Jacob Zuma to the courts to try to take the MK party back. Now, Jabulani Khumalo says that, no, you guys are just beating around the bush. Jacob Zuma is trying to plot a coup. Jacob Zuma is trying to plot a coup. And this is an accusation that some people, but not many people, have actually said. But guys, if you look at Jacob Zuma, if you look at how Jacob Zuma has been moving, recently he was there in Burkina Faso and giving praises to that dictator that has taken the governance with a coup. Jacob Zuma went to Morocco recently, meeting some of the dictators, and now we are learning that her daughter is recruiting the people to go to Russia, and now those people are trained by the Russian mercenaries. Jabulani Khumalo says that Jacob Zuma is plotting a coup.
What is giving me a headache on this one is that our men were taken out in a wrong way. They were misinformed that they are going to be trained as the bodyguards. We have so many centers in South Africa that trains people for the bodyguards or what.
I mean, of course, it makes no sense. Why would anybody needs to go to Russia to train to be a bodyguard? It makes no sense at all. Why would you go to Russia, man? Like, there are so many centers, like Jabulani Khumalo is saying, where people can train to be the bodyguards. But these are things that we as South Africans somehow are expected to believe.
Informed that they are going to be trained as the bodyguards. We have so many centers in South Africa that trains people for the bodyguards or whatever it is. This one, for me, it's a coup. These people were sent to be trained so that when they come back, they can have a coup against our government. This is the way how other people think so low about our government. They don't respect it. So it's very pity that our men are there now, suffering, crying, and others are even thinking of committing suicide because of the area they are in, the situation they are under, in where they are. We are trying by all means to talk to the relevant personnel to say, please assist, get those men back so that those people who have sent them there can explain, and our men will be here to testify themselves live. We don't want to pick up their corpse there. We want to pick them up live so that they can tell us exactly what happened, why were they recruited, and those people who recruited them, they must tell us why they are doing these things. Because it means this has been happening for very long. I understand there are another 5 that were arrested between Thursday and the weekend. It's not helping us at this moment, but we need to find the gist of this whole thing. And those people, they must be taken into custody. They must be arrested by no means. because we can't have anarchy in our country. We can't have people who does things as they wish. This, I've been saying that there are crazy people in this country, especially those people who hijacked Mkondo Sizwe party. These hijackers, they think they are above the law. They are above the government itself. They think they are government themselves. They failed us as MK to get the two-third majority to govern the country. Now they want to govern in a very wrong way by doing shady things, by misusing our boys, our men who are supposed to be leading the country tomorrow, but they are trying to finish up the leadership that we are expecting to come up and grow and take over the country. They cannot take the country by going to another country, get training, and come back here and take over the country by coup. It's not going to happen, whether they like it or not. But I want to say now, we know that Duduzile was part of that. But Duduzile did not do this thing alone. There are those two, I don't know who they are, they're cronies of hers or whatever, but she's the main person on this. But it will never happen that Duduzile will do anything without his father. Her
Yes, yes. And again, I agree with Jabulani Khumalo when he says that like possibly there's more. I don't think that there's only 17 people, man. I don't believe so. I don't believe it. And guys, you remember again there was this audio clip that actually leaked, and people said that allegedly it was that Blessings Causa, the same guy that is busy doing the recruits and telling these people that no, you guys don't have the balls. Why are you busy sending out the voice notes to South Africa? And now you are disturbing everything that we are trying to do. You see, you guys that have just come now, you are going to sabotage everything that we've been doing. I mean, like if you listen to that clip, you can tell that okay, this thing actually has been happening. This thing has been happening. And that's why I'm saying Duduzile Zuma resigning, it was just her stopping everything there. Stopping everything there. But it has been happening. It has been happening. It is quite sad that right now we no longer hear any updates on this story. I thought by now we would have had any updates. But again, man, we have such lazy man authorities. It's almost as if they have forgotten about the story. Where are the updates? Where are the updates? Duduzile Zuma spoke with the authorities. Then what happened? What happened? And Jabulani Khumalo again is on the money, man. Like there's absolutely not, like there's no way that Duduzile Zuma would do anything without her father. No way. No way.
those two, I don't know who they are, they're cronies of hers or whatever, but she's the main person on this. But it will never happen that Duduzile will do anything without his father, her father, giving her instructions or coaching her what to do. Duduzile know nothing. She used to be a housewife. She doesn't know anything. It's the father that knows how to do these things. It's the father that must answer why our boys are out there. And I've just heard that he wrote a letter to Russia to ask them to assist these men to come back. Why would he write a letter if he didn't know about this? He knew. But now, because the things are not going the way they wanted it to happen, he writes a letter, please assist, get those men back. But that is not still, there is more to that. There are secret things that are happening. People are getting threats. People are being told, you shut up, you don't have balls, what? How can you say to the men suffering there? Because when you are sitting here, you are eating pap, you are eating meat, you are doing whatever you do, those men are suffering. They are in a country they don't know, in the bush. But a person, a human being, ill-treating another human being like that, because he's here, he's enjoying, but those men are not enjoying. What is very bad is that the mothers are crying, the families are crying. So I am urging the government to please don't punish these men out there. Bring them back. Let them come, explain what has happened, but the culprits, Duduzile must must be arrested, and she must tell us why she took our men out there. It is very, very wrong.
Sorry, sir, to interrupt you. Are you saying that the motive, the possible motive, might not have just been money for human trafficking, but that there could have been coup plans behind it?
It's both of them. Definitely, it's money and the coup. I am definitely sure that this is what drove these people to do this. It was money, but out of money, there's a coup. They think, these people, they think that they can just do as they please in our government. They need to be taught a lesson.
Robert. I totally agree, guys. I don't want to lie, I totally agree with Mr. Jabulani Khumalo that there's something sinister that is happening, man. There's something sinister that is happening. And I think I saw the post a couple of days ago from Reddy Klabi, and I think Reddy Klabi was also saying that, but guys, we have to be careful, man. We have to be careful. It seems like there are people that are plotting some coup in this country. It seems like there are coup plotters in this country. And sometimes when things like this happen, you just ask yourself, where is the state intelligence? Where are they? How is it possible that things like this are happening while the country supposedly has the state intelligence? There's something sinister that is happening here. And it is such a shame that it seems like the authorities are not paying too much attention into this matter, or they are not giving this matter the attention that it actually deserves. But I believe that there's something sinister that is happening here. Guys, do you agree with the original owner of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo, that the Zumas are plotting a coup? I don't know. Tell me what you think, guys, on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.